Peacekeeper, Nobushi, and Shigoki. These are the characters that you're going to be able to play on the testing ground event front. And as Clarissa has pointed out, if you play them in the event front, they're going to be these new changes that we're going to talk about today.
Warden.
Offense, and we're also looking to address a bit of fairness and frustration stuff
Warden
that we've
is
been seeing over the
odd,
past
but I
few
guess they
months
want
and
him in
years,
tournaments.
so just to make sure everything is a bit more
in
fair.
4v4.
So with Warden, we're changing 3 modes. We're addressing shoulder bash. We're addressing his heavy attack. So
We're
both
gonna remove
and
backwards
finishers.
shoulder bash
And we're
finally.
also he no
Oh,
longer accesses
oh.
that's a big change that's been requested by a lot of players.
I mean,
Doing
honestly, I
feint,
had no problem
to
with the
help
feint
make sure
timings
that
of
you're
shoulder
able to
bash. The
do
only
feint
thing
to
bothering me
after
was
a lot of the
backwards
options
shoulder
were
bash.
using him.
After any attack, Warden can go into shoulder bash, like Hitokiri or Centurion. But actually, you know, he can also do it after Valiant Breakthrough and his sprint attack, that is... And after the zone attack, after absolutely every move. Okay. I mean, I had no problem with the feint timings, you know, when the shoulder bash caught me, then it caught me, that's whatever, but... Backdot shoulder bash removal is good.
Zone attack into shoulder bash now. You can do... what's coming up? We can do... Okay, yeah. So we can do... that's Valiant Breakthrough, so dodge forward heavy into shoulder bash. We can do his sprint attack, lock shoulder bash. And last but not least, we can do neutral... we have neutral heavy into shoulder bash. And we have a final thing here, where is also from his heavy finishers, right? So you go heavy into heavy finisher, into shoulder bash. We had a little sneak peek or something.
35 damage.
Like,
that's a lot of damage,
bash
my
goes
guy.
into
You know, I'm fine with Warden being focused on again, because people are just going to pick him all the time. And it's better if he's going to be very fun in that case, so players stick around, you know. Because currently he's just a shoulder bash machine. And he has that weird kiting sort of playstyle. Side heavy openness, flatter trajectories, so more anti-ganking, better trajectories, increased range, heavy finishers, all 900 milliseconds. I mean, if they increase the hit stun off of the light attack, off of his light attacks, then it might work. But if he doesn't have an 800 millisecond follow-up after the light attack, he's going to get interrupted, like you see with zhanhu all the time. Or, you know, he can't combo into shoulder bash, so that might be a deterrent. So he might not get interrupted all that often. Side heavy finishers are unblockable, side heavy finishers, flatter trajectories, so he's like kinda like a better zhanhu in a way, or a better G-Engine. With his trajectories, extra forward movement on side heavy finishers. Okay. Doing startup, so he can catch people with feints to guard breaks. That's probably the intention. Light attacks not chain into heavy finishers at 100 milliseconds during their recoveries. Light attacks not chain into heavy finishers at... so I think what that means is actually they are trying to prevent him from being interrupted by making his the time between his attacks shorter, so he effectively can't get interrupted like zhanhu. So that concern is out of the window, basically.
Use them a lot of offense. You actually want to use them now in group fights.
I mean, if that is 35 damage, that is insane. Like, what? That's like Shigoki. What the hell? What is happening? Why?
And as well, a little weak in 1v1 at this point, and really not that useful in group fight scenarios on live. And then Peacekeeper
and in Breach, she has her own tier.
Get across the board baseline, including dodge attacks. So that means that her dodge attacks no longer do 5 plus deep gouge, you do 10 plus deep gouge. That puts her damage a little bit above the curve, but being above the curve in this case is okay for Peacekeeper. She has to work a little bit harder to get her damage in. It'll let her do a bit more executions. So that should really pump her up a little bit.
They have to nerf deep gouge then.
Way down since the core combat update, so that should really help her out. Next up we have Dagger Cannon.
I mean, I'm holding out for the patch notes, but they can't just increase their heavy damage and not nerf deep gouge. It makes no sense. I would give it 25 damage dodge attacks. Oh, but not 25 damage. Let me think. That's 21 damage dodge attacks. And what's a heavy attack? I believe that's like 28 damage neutral heavies or something. I mean, they have to nerf it. That doesn't work otherwise. That would be making the same mistake as in season 1, where Peacekeeper had a 49 damage top heavy. Because they just ignored Deep Gouge with her damage values. But alright, I'll wait.
So you can now cancel the recovery of direct cancel with a dodge at 333 milliseconds. That might seem like an odd number. The idea is that when you do this, you still don't have frame advantage in 1v1, but you can use it in 1vx scenarios, and it actually comes out faster than it was before the Core Combat update, right? Before Core Combat update, it was coming out at 400. So now at 333, you can more comfortably do direct cancel on somebody, dodge, swap target, dodge for it heavy, and like do a bunch of like you can really see like Peacekeeper jumping back and forth between a bunch of opponents in group fights, which is interesting.
Yeah, I doubt
the
that.
recovery time. So heavy finishers are not unblockable when you are locked onto an opponent that's bleeding. So we can see a video of this, where we see Peacekeeper landing dagger cancel and then going to her heavy finishers, right? So
it's a 25 damage finisher. I mean, with Deep Gouge added on top of that, that's 36 damage. I mean, I definitely wouldn't want that damage in the game, but... I'll wait.
Those heavy finishers become so strong and so scary.
I'll wait. But yeah, that is pretty crazy pressure. Oh, they also have to nerf a guard break, because that's 36 damage. That would be pretty insane. Oh, zone attack's finally enhanced. And it's finally a heavy. Second hit is unblockable on a bleeding opponent. It's interesting. Fainted at normal feint timing. Oh, so it's like you can actually properly feint the second hit now. That's nice. So it's an actually threatening mix-up and you can't just dodge out of it. Soft feint to dagger cancel at normal feint timing. Nice. That's good. It's finally a mix-up. So basically the zone attack is pretty good now. And you can soft feint it to dodge the second hit. So it's not a recovery cancel, but a soft feint. Alright, that's nice. Peacekeeper player is gonna be happy.
I want to add, so we have a bit of video as to what happens with zone attack being unblockable and then all the options out of it. If Max plays the other videos. Yeah, so see, that was like soft feint to guard break. We changed the input on her deflect. So when you're deflecting left, right, or front, to a heavy attack instead of a light. The idea being that
so you get accidental deflects
so now.
now.
You have
Defense capabilities.
I let yourself burn yourself there.
Oh, that's
Alright.
better.
Nobushi's issue is that she can't attack anybody.
So Nobushi used to be a super strong character.
Alright, so that's it for the changes to the
Used to be a super strong character.
Alright, so that's it for the changes to the testing ground for the heroes. So Mike?
Yes, well, thank you guys so much for going in depth on all of these changes. Of course, this is a one-week event, and I know that it seems like a lot of information, but when we talk about the future of this game, and you being an active participant within this testing ground, it's super key to get into all of the information. There's also going to be an
what is
article
happening?
that you guys could read.
Wait, they...
So.
Oh man, was Mike going to burn me there? I guess. Okay, so Nobushi. Used to be a super strong character.
Alright, so that's it for the...
Did they mess up the editing?
What? Strong character.
Alright, so that's it.
Why? What? Like you see here, they start talking about Nobushi, but then skip to
used to be a super strong
the end.
Alright, so that's
What is happening?
Changes to the testing ground for the heroes. So Mike?
Yes, well, thank you guys.
So Honor really has lost. They're getting the developers to edit their videos now, man. Damn. What the what? How do you mess that up?
Guys so much for going
Oh,
in depth
man.
on all of these changes. Of course, this is a one-week.
Well, so much for Nobushi and Shigoki, you know. Okay. What? Oh. I think, yeah. They fix their mistake and put the Nobushi bit at the end.
Oh
wow.
Stamina to enter instead of 24.
Gonna see hidden stance
That makes it
literally
give her, like, a bit more,
double as much.
a bit better. Max, have a video for this. So this is now
Oh,
our
finally,
heavy finishes,
undodgeable hidden stance
and the heavy
attacks.
attacks from hidden stance are now
Yeah, that is the
undodgeable,
way.
right? So
with
this means
Nobushi.
that in a lot of the cases where you could go into kick, for example, you can go hidden stance to kick, or you can go like kicking your chains or whatever. You now have an actual proper mix-up with those undodgeable heavies rather. So that's really, really strong. It gives her much better 1v1 potential. So that's pretty much the idea behind that.
So it
Also
can
helps
basically mix people up out of hidden stance. It's gonna be pretty good, I'd say.
group fights.
Although, like the really good PC players, I'm pretty sure they can react to the kick, so it's not gonna be. She's not gonna be a 1v1 character by any means, on PC at least. But for casual play and normal type of play, it's gonna be enough.
Zone attack. We also have a couple of videos for these, but so zone attack. The second hit of zone attack was kind of really underwhelming.
What?
There's no real reason.
Literally,
Sometimes
that
it's
looks
fainted.
just like someone
Pretty much
edited it. I mean, that seriously looks like someone edited
Really
the kick
underwhelming,
just in
there's
there.
No real reason to use it. Most of the time, you would faint it like pretty much all the time. So now that
Looks like someone just cut the video and just put the kick at the end. Oh god.
second. Feint into dodge, and it can also soft feint into her heavy finishers, right? So you have the utility.
Oh, wow,
of
that's
using it
nice.
in a 1v1 where you have a mix up with kick and undodgeable. First hit, 20 for the second. We'll see how this goes. It might be a little bit strong. But
Wait, 20 for the first hit of a zone attack. I mean, I don't know. No, she can just dodge soft feint out of it, right? So that's like a pretty crazy option select right there. I mean, I straight up don't want that in the game, but I'm 100% against this, but alright. Second hit feint costs 10 stamina. So it's a 30 stamina option select. I mean, that is not fun. But whatever, right? I think option select should cost more stamina. But whatever.
can actually
Alright, yeah, I forgot. The changes are of course on the testing ground, so I'm overreacting a lot.
and then
Very nice
last but
from
not
the Bushi
least,
players.
I think we have Sidewinder. So Sidewinder, we have a video for this. Sidewinder also now changed to heavy finishers. So similarly to Cobra Strike, you could roll away from every option she had. So now you can just go into heavy finisher and tag people. It also creates an actual good mix-up with her kick because she can go Sidewinder into kick. So with this way, you can go Sidewinder into kick or heavy finisher if you're in a 1v1. Have a little bit of a mix-up afterwards, or make sure at least that your opponent is in the same place. And the other thing we did to
And the Bushi would be pretty creative with these changes. I'd say, with that damage. I mean, every attack goes into kick. And then the undodgeable and bash mix-up. It's like, I mean, the kick is kind of slow, but still, it's a little slower than straight 500 millisecond attacks. But it's kind of like, the new hero Griffin. I don't know, we'll have to see.
uh,
Move the
Hitokiri
hype armor,
is-
please.
A strange
Please.
character. Population.
Wait, add option to deal with bashes? You're gonna get a dodge attack? Oh my
Dual
goodness.
Dominion type stuff.
we're changing on Shiroki. So we're doing tweaks to his light attacks to Demon Embrace.
Side
And
dodge
we're giving him
attacks.
2 new options. We're giving him a forward dodge
Oh my
attack and
God.
also a side dodge attack.
Swift
So let's start
Shigoki.
up with light attacks. We have a little
Hell
bit of
yeah.
this. So his light attacks are no longer armored. They're
Get
still
outta
hands,
here.
They still have the other properties. But as you can see in this video, he respects the core combat update frame advantage rules. It also makes it so that you have to be a bit like you have to
Thank
be a little more
goodness,
smart
that
than
is gone.
Shiroki and just not. Next up, we have Demon's Embrace. So Demon's Embrace, we also have a video for this. We completely removed the armor from it. So
I don't
you
know
see
if I
where,
like
the
that,
warlock is
honestly.
super into it. part of the reason for that is that it's, if I remember correctly from the data that we have seen, that move is the single highest landing move in the entire game.
What?
The data seem to show something like above 80% hit
What?
with it, which is incredibly high. A big part of that is because it's armored, and then you
What?
can, it's really really hard to play against if you don't know exactly.
Alright, so that is like a stupid change, but we'll see, I guess. But I'm probably fine with it, because if Shigoki keeps his damage on his heavy finishers, which is completely ridiculous, and has actual mix-up ability, then I'm fine with it, honestly. But it should be an option to beat option selects and trades and stuff, and come out on top. But yeah, you can still use it for ganking or something. But it's not gonna be like, for Shigoki mate, it's not gonna be all that fun probably, if it's not gonna be armored anymore. Yes, so you can't roll away and attack, but you still can land your most damaging heavy after that. After that, probably.
So the description.
Oh wait. No, maybe not. No, probably not. No.
We have a little video for this. So dodge for
that looks good.
Uses what we had as a sprint attack animation. It's not armored like sprint is. It's literally just a dodge for heavy. It catches rolls really really well. Typically, from what we've seen, you can use it on reaction to somebody rolling and still catch them. So
it looks pretty weird to see like this massive man accelerating at 5 meters per second at you.
Execute right now, but and then Shigoki's final change is he now has side dodge bashes. Basically, he uses his headbutt. So you can go into whenever somebody like attacks you, you can do side dodge headbutt. It gives him an actual option against to deal against bashes. Especially the fast-acting bashes, like if you look at
with the pauses stamina
or lawbringer, for example,
that's gonna be a bit annoying.
Dodge out of it if you predict it, so it makes him a little bit easier to punish bashes. It also goes into his finishers. It acts as a chain starter. Basically,
well, that doesn't guarantee anything.
Using chains, but use it on a side dodge. So that's it for Shigoki. So what do you think?
I don't know. It's like Gladiator.
Well, I think for sure it's going to be less frustrating for full pot players, like that light losing its uninterruptible property is going to be quite good. I think.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be much better because the hyper armor light is gone. That was my main problem. But he still has pretty ridiculous damage. And now we can punish rolls as well. So we'll see, I guess. Should be okay, I guess. Because he also has to respect option selects now. Because his hug isn't armored anymore. Definitely a good change, should be better.
On the other side, we're going to see way less polarizing matchups, so